There was once a time when the land of the righteous lay peaceful, beneath the shade of olive trees, and the songs of shepherds filled the hills. But peace is fragile, and the silence that precedes evil is often deeper than night. From the northern frontier rose a conqueror named Sherma, a man whose heart was forged in cruelty. His eyes were dark as hollow wells, and his laughter carried the coldness of steel. He marched across the land with armies like rivers of iron, burning fields, tearing down temples and chaining the innocent. By sunset, the army retreated, wounded in pride more than in flesh. The people rejoiced, but Meqabis stood silent. This is but the first wave. The sea of evil is still rising. When word reached Sherma that common men had pushed back his soldiers, his rage cracked the air like lightning. He struck the pillars of his throne and roared, "Find this Meqabis, this rebel, this pest, this spark that dares ignite a fire." Sherma's face twisted with malice. "Bring me his head, and I will reward you with gold enough to drown your tables." An army 10 times greater marched from his capital. Sherma vowed to destroy the land until no stone stood upon another. Meqabis gathered his people once more. Many trembled at the sight of Sherma's approaching forces, the ground shaking beneath their march. Look at them, like a forest of spears. We are not many, but neither was David before Goliath. We fight not for victory, but for truth, and truth never bows. As the armies clashed, a strange wind began to blow. The sky darkened, and clouds rolled as if stirred by unseen hands. The soldiers of Sherma could not see clearly. Their arrows flew wild, their horses bucked in terror. But Meqabis and his men heard a voice on the wind. "Stand firm," and stand firm they did. When the storm lifted, Sherma's second army lay scattered, their shields overturned like fallen leaves. Sherma himself now rode to war, blazing with arrogance. His armor shone like a false sun, bright but empty. He shouted across the battlefield, "Meqabis, come forward! Let us end this with blood." Meqabis stepped out from among the faithful. "You have ruled by fear, Sherma, but fear is a throne that always collapses." Sherma swung his blade, and sparks leapt like flames. But Meqabis moved with a calm, not born of strength, but of purpose. Every strike of Sherma's blade found only air. Every thrust echoed his desperation. Finally, Sherma raised his sword high and screamed, "I am god of this land." But in the moment, a bolt of heaven's fire split the sky. It struck the ground between them with a roar that silenced the world. Sherma staggered back, eyes wide with terror. Meqabis spoke, "You are no god. You are a man who kneels to his own pride." Sherma fell to the earth as if crushed by the weight of his own arrogance. The fire of God consumed his armor, and the tyrant's reign ended not by human hands, but by divine judgment. The people gathered around Meqabis, voices trembling with hope. Is it finished? Evil ends when men refuse to obey it. Peace begins when hearts return to God. The land breathed again, children played in the fields, smoke rose from hearths, not from burning homes. Songs replaced weeping. Meqabis did not take a throne, nor claim a crown. He returned to his village, to his sheep, to his quiet life. For heroes of God seek not power, but truth. And the voice of the Lord spoke one final time. "Blessed are those who fight not for conquest but for righteousness. Their names are written among the faithful."